TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Did you like traveling with Haku?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he keeps me in line too. He's just like Alpha Seeker.
Oh, was he?
Yes, but he was a little more commanding. He was because I was his tag team partner. It's an investment.
Yeah.
If you screw up, then I screw up. So that happens to me. So yeah, it was really fun traveling. I'm excited to see him. Like I said, I can't wait to see him because you hear nothing but good, humble. All the island guys are, but of course, you know, other island boys, I'm sure you heard this story. When we start drinking beer and we start fighting each other.
Get crazy.
We get crazy. So you better be on our good side, or you actually better buy me a beer and be on our good side, you know. So you don't want to piss any island boys off while they're drinking.
How come when you guys came in, the Islanders came into the WWF, how come you guys wrestled as baby faces but were turned real quickly to heels?
You know, I don't know how that happened. Like, I truly believe maybe it wasn't getting over.
Okay.
I don't think the babyface was getting over. So maybe they seen something else that we didn't see. But I was really glad they turned me babyface.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Heel.
I was really glad they turned me heel because I love that character heel.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how we exploded when we came heel?
Sure.
And then they threw Bobby Heenan in our corner.
Yeah.
So because the time we came out, it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
It was just us. We had no... So I think they had too many. They figured they would make an Asian heels, and they keep the other people baby faces, meaning like the Killer Bees, and you keep the Strike Force and the British Bulldogs. I mean, you can't have British Bulldogs heels,
right?
So you can't have the Strike Force. They look like models, you know. Right. I mean, it's just then. But here's this big, ugly. You know, we had the speed and everything, so. I think they tried it out, and they didn't feel it, so they needed a heel right away. But I think we took off as a heel. Yeah. So it was good on our side. I thought it was because there was too many baby faces, and there was no room for us. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
There was no room for us. So I'm whoever made that call, I thought it was a great call. Maybe it was, I can't say the name because I don't know. Maybe Vince looked at it and said, well, maybe, we turned it down, maybe it was our time. Yeah. Because you're right, we wasn't babyface for a long time.
No, not at all.
But once they turned us and they gave us the manager and we started running our mouth and beating people up, I mean, I just thought we took off as a heel. Yeah. We were one of the great I think till today we're one of the great tag teams in the world too. Me and Haku, because we went with the Bulldogs, we went with the Hart Foundation, we went with the Road Warriors, and we just every team you can imagine, we was facing them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was great. It was great. I'm glad that it worked out great for both parties,
Now, you talked a little bit about Matilda, the little bulldog. Did Matilda ever, bite you guys or, pee in the ring? And
shit it in the car, in the rental car, the Bulldog's car. Excuse my language again, And the dog peed in the dressing room. And that dog is constantly sleeping all the time. It's constantly sleeping. It wakes up and they rub their shorts on, our shorts, and so they can smell it. She can smell it. Yeah. And they nearly have to kick her to go and bite it. But after a couple shows, I knew exactly what to do to piss that dog off. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to kick her before, that was my thing. Yeah. My partner's not going to run. Yeah. I think I seen him choke that dog one day. I nearly choked him, he passed out, I was like, jeez. I said, but yeah, the dog Matilda was... we started to come up where we stole the dog, and then we started to come out with our chain with this invisible. Oh, right. I don't know if you guys That's the thing I have, I said, and people always ask us, man, you guys have a lot of these old, but it's just like Beirut, right? Baseball player he's got all these stuff throughout the world that just hold on to because, one day there's our collectors out there, that'll love that.
Collectors now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. With the cars and pretty much anything out there, Yeah. But yeah, Matilda was a bad dog, man. These guys would leave her out in the cold sometimes. Poor thing. I would feel sorry with sometimes, And the one thing, I didn't know if it was a girl or a boy, though. Then these guys never told me. They would beat her up, that poor dog. He's been through, now you think we've been hitting the road and traveling a lot? That dog would travel a lot, too. And those two, Dynamite and Davey, would fight all the time. You take care of her. No, you take her to your room. You take her, some hotels, you're not allowed pets. Yeah. These guys take them in there anyways. Yeah. But they were funny. Those were one funny tag teams too.
They were known. A lot of the other guys that we've done interviews with, they said the Bulldogs were ribbers. Do you remember them ever ribbing you guys in the middle of a match or anything? Just have fun.
Yeah, they were ribbers too, but
Yeah.
their type of ribs were a little different than Mr. Fuji's ribs too. I mean, like everybody had different ribs.
Yeah.
But yeah, their ribs are usually like the words when they hit you, like that's Dynamite's favorite thing. Daddy. That was his favorite word all the time. Poor guy. I just hopefully one day I'll be able to see all these. Some of the guys I can't because they passed away, but the ones that are still alive today, like the reunion we're having tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's gonna be an honor for me just to see the guys that I've worked with.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy passed away. I used to work with him. Eddie Guerrero passed away. I used to work with him.
Yeah.
This is my attitude toward. I used to work with these guys. Matter of fact, I just wrestled Boss Man. You know whose Boss Man's last match was?
Was it against you?
Me. It was against me. We wrestled in Arizona.
Wow.
In a small town in Arizona. It was for Ted DiBiase, and it was up there right after we did this big old reunion thing for the Christian church. And we went up there with Ted DiBiase and his crew, and I wrestled Big Boss Man.
Wow.
That's the last time that I was the last person to wrestle him. I'm thinking I was because he passed away like a week ago. There's no way you're going to wrestle on a Saturday and then go Friday when you pass away.
Right.
I don't think you can, but I was the last one that wrestled him, man. I feel sorry for him too as well. But he was a great guy too. Boss Man, like I said, there's a lot of good wrestlers in our business today. And then there's also a lot of Madonnas, you can say, big-headed, I don't know if I can say, asshole in the business,
Yeah.
I mean, which is true. I mean, this is what this is about. You're speaking the truth, and they need to know that this is the truth of what we go through in life,
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs were one of the great tag teams again, just to go back to that. So,
What do you remember about Bobby Heenan as your manager back then? What are your thoughts on Bobby?
Bobby was Bobby. It was all.
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Well, it was all for Bobby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was pretty much told what he was supposed to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you drink Bobby's cold beer, you get snitched on, and you get stooged out. I mean, we never rolled with him. He did his thing, and me and my partner did. The only time we seen him is when we seen him at the arenas, at the TV. That was it.
Yeah.
He don't dress with us or not. Bobby was Bobby.
Some of the guys that Bobby managed said Bobby was all about himself, getting himself over, and not his guys.
That's what I meant by Bobby's Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby's all for himself.
Wow. What do you remember of the matches that you guys had with Strikeforce?
Good
Tito
matches.
and Martel.
Good matches. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There's not one team out there that's probably going to cover that list you have in front of you. They're going to save us some time. Is all good matches.
Yeah.
As I'm speaking, I'm trying to go back because there's teams there's some matches you have with that you have tagged like the Road Warriors because they're both powerful dudes.
Right.
Everything is power, but there's no actions, right?
Yeah.
It's just all power. But the Strikeforce had speed, and there were the time Tito Santana and Rick Martel, and I hope I can be able to see those guys too. But those guys were good. They're just good-looking dudes.
Yeah.
Long hair. Nice physique body, just like we were when I was young, know, and they were babyface. So we had some good matches with them too. But at the time, we try to have good matches with everybody because every tag team is different. They'll say, "Oh man, we have better matches with the Islanders," or with the Hart Foundation, we got to wrestle the World Warriors. Oh man, why did we wrestle the Islanders? So it's like everybody trying to get a piece of us because when you're born to be a wrestler and you have the talent, and God has blessed you with this talent, then use it.
Yeah.
Don't throw it away. If you got talent, then use it. And that's exactly what we did. We can actually wrestle with any tag team.
Yeah. Any
tag team they give us, we can try to make the best out of it. There's some tag team they give us that it's just hard. You can't do it.
Yeah.